20, you may have 2 marks, but if you didn't, but you turned them into top-heavy fractions over the same number, so you got 57 over 20 minus 28 over 20, you may have 1 of the marks.
I'll try to get a hand back from someone. What number was that?
Part B, your final answer should be 4 and 2/3 for 3 marks. If you've got 4 and 18/12, you get 2 marks. If you've got 56 over 12, you can have 1 mark. Question 19. Shush. Question 19A is 12 for 2 marks. If you've not put that, but you've worked out that it's a difference of 1.5, you may have 1 of the marks. Part B is 50 for 2 marks. If you haven't got that, but you've worked out the top and bottom divided by 2 is 10, you may have 1 of the marks. Did you say it was 15 or 15?
Sorry, this is funny.
Sorry?
You say it's 15, not 15.
15, 5-0. All of it on the board, like the whole question. Yeah.
I can't get something to say.
Right, part A. Shush. Charlotte. We are asked to work out DC, so we need to work out this bit. Now, first we need to stop talking. You've already been given 2 parts of the triangle. So this is a triangle, and then you can also extend it down to give you another triangle. So the original smaller triangle has a length of 10 centimetres down the side here. So the new triangle has 10 plus 5, which is 15 centimetres. Okay? Now if you work it out, that 15 is 1.5 times the original value. Okay? If you do 15 divided by 10, you get 1.5. Okay? Which means that the ratio of this triangle to that one is 8.5. So to find your answer for DC, you do CP, which is the bottom half of the triangle here, the base here, for this one times 1.5. So you do 8 plus 1.5, which gives you the 12 for part A. So work out how you've gone from the original length to the new length, and then times it by that. And what is the area of the trapezium down the bottom? So we now know this is 12 centimetres. The area of the trapezium is half A plus B, all over, oh no, not all over, so it's half there. Half A plus B, all multiplied by the height. A and B are the top and the bottom, so it's 8 and 12. And the height is this bit that you're giving up the side, which is 5. So 8 plus 12 is 20. Half of 20 is 10. 10 times 5 is 50. Question 20. A, the median is 13.2 for a tick. Part B, part B, you should have done 13.8 minus 12.6, which is 1.2. If you've got 1.2, you can have 2 ticks. If you've got 13.8 or 12.6, you may have 1 of them marks.
What did you say, Miss? It was 13.8 minus
12.6.
Thank you.
range would be a better measure of spread. It's because if there's any outlying data, then it's not included. It's the middle 50%. So if you put anything along those lines, you can have that mark. That's not something we've looked at yet.
Miss, you've got the sore throat my mum's got. Your voice is going really high too.
So I'm just grateful that I've got a voice. Just today I had to teach a whole day with no voice whatsoever.
What were you doing? You're like
Yeah, just typing things on the board.
colouring in, just adding them out like colouring in shoes.
Oh no, I think it's on the same teaching.
How? With no words.
Oh shit, I'm like,
That was the first time.
Right, question 21.
I've got to make a civil partnership with under this marriage. So the woman is married well.
Change. If you've got x to be a half, then you can have 2 marks. And if you've got y to be minus 3, you can have 2 marks. You didn't get that. You've got somewhere written on your page, 26x equals 13. You may have 2 of the marks. Shush. Or if you've got somewhere on your page a substitution where you found an x and put it into an equation, you may have 1 more, 1 of the marks.
Make a choice and go through it.
Yeah, of course I can.
Oh shit. Try to see if I can angle it first or something and go in the face. Angle that. That's my face.
Alright, you've got 2 equations there. By solving simultaneously, you need to find the value of x and y that makes both of those correct. So, the first thing I did was I said, right, I need to make the number in front of either my x or my y the same. So I went for my y, and I can do that by multiplying the top one by 3 and the bottom one by 2. That would make, Charlotte Nicole, that would make both of those 6. So you want the same number in front of your x and your y. So you have to multiply through by something. You can multiply through by different numbers. So times the first one by 6, I get 18x plus 6y equals minus 9. Shush!
Oh, failed.
Sorry, Chloe. Okay. Then the second one I times by 2, so I do 8 times 2 is 8x. Minus 3 times 2 is 6y. 2 times 11 is 22. I've now got the same number in front of my x and my y. Shush! Shut up. Same number in front of my y values. One plus minus, so I need to add them together. 18x plus 8x gives me 26x.
Who's in between us?
Minus 9 plus 22 gives me 13. And then if I divide by 26, I get x equals 13 over 26, which is the same as a half. That's where my half comes from. Then I need to work out my value of y. So I take that x equals a half and pick one of the equations. So I'll just pick 8x plus 2y equals minus 3. Doesn't matter which one you pick, it will work for both. Where I see an x, I'm going to put a half now. So I've got 6 times a half plus 2y equals minus 3. A half of 6 is 3. Plus 2y equals minus 3. And then I rearrange so I've got y by itself. So I bring the 3 across the other side. So I've got 2y equals minus 6. And divide through by 2 to give me y equals minus 3. Charlotte, would you stop talking, otherwise you can go and sit in someone else's classroom? Is that okay, Chloe?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, question 22 says, explain why OAB is a right angle, and the reason is because whenever a radius meets a tangent in a circle, it's always 90 degrees. So if you haven't got that, please could you write that down?
We've got to do it again in a minute. Oh yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
That's got a circle in it, if it's got a radius, which is the one from the centre to the outside, and a tangent, which is the line that just touches the edge of the circle, at a right angle, you always have 90 degrees. One box is up. That was one. Oh, B is Pythagoras, which we did last week, so you should be amazing at it by now. It's A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It's a right angle triangle. You know that A squared is 6. Well, you know A is 6, B is 8. So it's 36 plus 64 is C squared. So 100 equals C squared. Square root of 100 is 10. So C equals 10 centimetres. That's 3 marks. You get 1 mark for the 10 centimetres. You get 1 mark for the square root of 100. And you get 1 mark for filling in the numbers of the theorem in the first place. Question 23, you need to expand the brackets, so take it out of brackets, multiplying everything by everything. You should have got x squared plus 2x minus 15 equals 1. So it's x squared plus 2x minus 15 is 2 marks, sorry. Then, if you didn't get that but you want 1 mark, you should have put x squared minus 3x plus 5x minus 15. That would give you the 1 mark. Part B, if you put it in brackets, and the brackets say x plus 9, close bracket, open new bracket, x minus 1, then you have 1 tick. First bracket says x plus 9, second bracket says x minus 1, that's 1 tick. Then the other 2 ticks for that question, you should have got x equals minus 9 and x equals 1 for a tick each. Question 24 is 2 ticks. The first thing you should have done is 8 divided by 5. And 8 people are shown in a class width of 5, which is 1.6 for a tick. So 8 over 5 equals 1.6, gets you 1 tick. The second tick comes from then doing 6 divided by 10, which is 0.6 for a second tick. That is something that we will do as soon as we've finished all of this. We've got 3 more topics to go. This is something that we will do straight away after that. And part B is 25 for 2 marks. If you can get that, don't worry. As I say, that's something we need to go over. And question 25 is linked to the statistics-based stuff. It's the higher level. You need to get the answer of 9 for 2 marks. If you didn't get 9, you've got something along the lines of 180. Jesh. You've got 180 over 1,000 times 50, you can have 1 mark. Again, that's something we will look at as well.
Oh, shit.
Question 26 is inverse proportion. you should have got 40 over V for 3 marks. Let me write that down. Something's inversely proportional, you have the proportion is K over V. You have been told that P is 5. You don't know what K is, you never know what K is with proportion, and you've been told V is 8. So to work out what K is, you do K equals 5 times 8, which is 40. Okay? Then your final, so if it's inversely proportion, if it's direct proportion, that would be your answer. But if it's inversely proportional, then you do 40 over V is your final answer, because you substitute it back into that. So it doesn't matter what V is, you now can substitute that in and find your proportion. That's the whole point of that question. 3 marks for that, Shush. 1 mark for that, 1 mark for that, and 1 mark for substituting in. Part B is a substitution question. So you're told B is 2 now, so you do 40 divided by 2 is 20, and that's only worth 1 mark. They're not very generous with marks, are they? They're very generous with marks. I don't know. I think myself.
It's quite funny actually. I want you to have my ringtone.
Fucking romantic.
Question 27A. You should have got a half bracket A plus B. That's something else we need to look at. This is an A-star question we're looking at, so we haven't had time to cover it yet. Part B, for 2 marks, is a half bracket minus B plus A, or A minus B, for 2 marks. And lastly, question 28. Shush. Question 28, you need to plot some points. So if x squared plus y squared equals 9, I substituted in 3 squared plus 0 squared was 9. So I plotted the point 0, 3, 3, 0, minus 3, 0, minus 3, 0, 0, minus 3, and drew a circle. Shush. Again, this is another A-star question that we've not had time to look at yet. That would have got you 2 marks for plotting the circle. Part B, if you drew the straight line on, so it looks like that on your piece of paper, you would have got 1 mark. And your answers in the gap should have been x is minus 1.5 and y is 2.5 for a tick. And the second one, x is 2.5 and y is minus 1.5 for a tick. Could you now work out what score you've got out of 100, please? I got 55. Well done.
Wait, what? What? Shall we stop it now? I think we should stop it. I don't know, watch on. I think we should just go really close to the camera. As we don't need to be close to the camera, we should just like, we should just shove our faces. Yeah. We should both shove our faces and turn it off. No, because I don't have my face. Just do it. Do it.